Hello, welcome back. So, here goes the second story on the theory of limits, the golden snake. Once there was a trader, a businessman, who bought an ornamental golden snake from a hawker by paying a huge sum. When I say huge sum, it is 5 lakhs of Indian rupees. Now you must be wondering why somebody has to pay such a big money to buy hardly 12 inch length a tiny reptile. The reason being there was a strong belief in the business community that possessing such a rare species of snakes brought fortune to the business. And our businessman was already in deep trouble. He was into deep debt. He was already consulting astrologers, going to gurus, visiting religious places, doing some kind of rituals to come out of his miseries. But nothing worked. That was the time someone advised him to go for this. And he had not much choice but to buy this snake from the black market, because possessing such snakes was an illegal activity. So he brought the snake, put it in a glass enclosure. As the days went, he found a snake. In fact, indeed, it was really a beautiful snake. Golden color, shining golden color. In fact, its skin reflected the light. So he spent more and more of his free time with the snake, sitting near the cage and feeding the snake. And in few days, he developed some kind of an affection, a kind of possessiveness with the snake. And he started spending more and more time watching the glory, the beautiful snake crawling in the glass cage. After a few days, one day, he found some abnormality on the skin of the snake. He found some kind of a roughness at some portion on the skin. It was like a white patch. He thought it may be something temporary, but as the days went, he found this roughness is spreading to other parts of its body. He got worried because he spent a lot of money to buy this snake, and that was his last resort to come out of his misery. So he started thinking, what is wrong? He thought of consulting some specialist, but since he was possessing this snake illegally, he was scared. He waited for a couple of more days. Then he found this roughness on its skin spreading throughout its body. In fact, he found a few cracks somewhere. So he was so much worried. And then suddenly he got this realization that probably he was feeding the snake so much. He recollected the hawker telling him that he should feed only twice in a week, but he was feeding almost every day. So he came to a conclusion that the snake is outgrowing within the skin because of overfeeding, and maybe a little bit of dieting is necessary for the snake now. Maybe if the snake become a bit slim, it could bring its glory back. She put the snake into a strict diet. He waited for a week, but there was no positive signal. In fact, the situation was deteriorating. They found this abnormality, the roughness, the patches on the skin had spread almost everywhere on its body. He was so much worried about the money he spent and also over missing fortune. And he didn't have much choice but to stop feeding the snake altogether. He thought maybe if he put the snake to starvation for a couple of weeks, and if the snake become a little bit more slim, it could regain its original image back. On the contrary, he found the snake health is deteriorating, and at one point he found the snake was really struggling to crawl inside the cage. He patiently waited. A few more days went. One fine morning, the merchant found a full-length peel of snake skin in one corner of the cage and a glowing golden snake in the other corner. He was so happy seeing the glowing golden snake back, but his delight didn't last long as he found the snake was already dead. The moral of the story is, to grow, a snake has to shed its skin several times in its lifetime, and it is a natural process for a snake. And for humans, for you and me too, it is necessary for us to shed a portion of our personality, the undesirable personality built out of our bad habits, wrong beliefs, attitude, once in a while to emerge as a different person. And this process has to happen throughout our life. Without that, it is very, very hard for us also to progress in life. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you in the next episode with story number 3.